Hello, guys. Hi, everybody. So, let's get started. It is Danielle J. Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate, and I'm here for today's and this week's Tuesday tip at 2. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited, guys. So I did want to continue my series talking about mortgages, but had some scheduling things and some things didn't pan out the way that I had liked and hoped. But it's a-okay because there is something else I do want to talk about, okay? So if you had saw my post for today and saw the scheduled live that I put out on Facebook and on YouTube, you can see that I'm going to be talking about how to attack an aggressive housing market. So as I've been talking about essentially most of the year, it's a seller's market, okay? So it is very aggressive out here. What does that mean? Again, having a seller's market means that there are more buyers than there are inventory. Inventory would be houses that are on the market or coming to the market, okay? Now I've been seeing more coming soon, but even with that, or inventory coming on the market, we are still in a situation where there are bidding wars. You're getting definitely more than one offer on the property at a time. And so it can just be a bit frustrating when you're seeing really, really nice houses that are selling within 1, 2, 3 days from being on the market. Like literally, even with houses that are coming soon, people are trying to get their bid in and secure a home because they just like the pictures, they love the neighborhood for whatever case. So I want to give you 7 tips on how you as a buyer, I'm talking to the buyers out there, those of you who are first time home buyers or repeat buyers, listen, it's killer out here, okay? And a lot of people are losing, right? And even after putting in, $5,000 over the asking price, $10,000, even upwards of $20,000 and $30,000 over the list price of the home. So I want to give you 7 tips for you buyer on how you can really compete in this market. What kind of strategies that you're going to need when you're looking for a home. Okay, number 1. Okay, now if I'm your realtor, which I hope that I am, if you are already scheduled, and you are rocking and rolling as a buyer, then you certainly should be getting auto emails from me for properties. You should be getting emails for properties. Now, in this market, again, daily emails. You're getting daily emails from me about what's on the market, okay? When you see those emails, you need to be on it. You need to be on those emails like, okay, what's new today? What's going on today? Oh, this just listed today. If you like it, sign up. Let's schedule a showing. Let's go check it out, okay? Typically, I try to do my showings the following day. If it's like a situation where, I call up the seller and they're like, listen, we got an offer. And then, yeah, we're going to definitely try to squeeze it in that same day. But I typically do the following day. So, number 2, typically, you want to watch for, so typically showings and houses that are going live. So pretty much that are new to the market, just listed, it's ready to be viewed, to be seen. They are towards the weekend, right? Most people are working through the week, Monday through Friday. So a lot of times on a Thursday or a Friday, you'll see a house just listed because they want to make it, premiere that weekend so that buyers are ready to go and do their house hunting on the weekend. Doing your house hunting on the weekend is a lot of times the optimal time, right? So say a place goes live, ready for the market, on Friday, maybe Saturday, and you want to wait till Monday to see it. Let me tell you, real life scenarios, I've had clients who were like, let me wait. I'm going to wait. Well, not this Saturday. Let's do Monday. and it could be, 2 out of the 4 houses, 2 out of the 5 houses literally off the market by the time Monday comes, right? So they didn't even get a chance to see the property. So that's how fast this market is going. So you have to consider, all right, if I know that properties are going to be having open houses, my open houses, things of that nature, then I want to make sure I clear my schedule for a Saturday to go check some houses out. Now, along that same vein, I'm gonna say number 3, which is watch the coming soons. Again, most times houses will go live by the weekend, right? So you want to watch those coming soon homes, right? So when you're getting emails from me, it'll say active, it'll say coming soon, okay? So a lot of times people are putting their coming soons up a week or 2, maybe even a month before they actually go live and list it. Okay, so you want to watch those. If it's in an area you like, if it looks to be something you're interested in, you definitely want to, talk with the selling agent and, inquire about it, right? Or something to keep a watch out on. Like, okay, I'm putting it on my calendar that on 7/31, this house is going to be available for me to look at. So I want to make sure I clear my schedule to make that possible. Number 4, having your ducks in a row. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? If you are looking to buy, you want to make sure all your ducks in a row, i.e., right? i.e., making sure that pre-approval is ready to go. Okay, making sure you're fully pre-approved, you have your pre-approval letter, you know your pre-approval amounts. That's what we need to know. Your savings, if you're dipping into your 401k or some kind of savings that is not easily accessible, you want to get it accessible. Okay, you want that thing in your typical savings account. So when it's time to move and put down what's called, I've talked about this before, an earnest money deposits, which is different from your down payment for your mortgage. Then you can move quickly. You can get that cashier's check. You can write out a personal check. Speaking of which, you should have a personal checkbook. Now I know it's 2020, and I'm not going to tell my age, but I am a millennial, okay, and I still have a checkbook. I have a checkbook. Do I use them? Barely, but it's important to have a checkbook. Okay, it's important to have the checkbook. Also, now, let me backtrack a little bit. Now, with earnest money deposit, it has to be a cashier's check. But when you're putting in an offer, you want to show proof of that check. So typically, I will have my client fill out a personal check. If the offer is accepted, void that out. They can just void it, tear it up, shred it, and then actually go to the bank and get a cashier's check. But the personal check is just for, showing proof of the earnest money deposit. That makes sense. Okay. Now, grant approved. I've been tooting a lot about this Philly home buying grant. Now, if been watching all my stuff, you know that you have to do the workshop, have to do the one-on-one counseling, and then get a certificate of completion for the grant, and then all the moving parts come together. Until you've got that certificate, until you've gone through those 2 steps, you have not secured the grant. So going out, finding a house you love when you need the money, even if you don't need the money, right, but you want to utilize it, it's best to not go out and look for things until you secure it and went through that grant process. Okay. Also, paperwork. You want to make sure, this is all a part of number 4, guys. You want to make sure that paperwork is secure. For example, your BFI, buyer's financial info. It is crucial in this high demand market that we are in to have your BFI filled out. It is called your buyer's financial info, and it lets the sellers know that you are stable, right? It lets them know that you can, it shouldn't be no problems in the process of being under contract, that you have your savings in a row, that you have stable income, that is, the mortgage won't somehow just fall through because you have strong financials, right? So you want to make sure of that. Number 5, you want to be ready to pull the trigger. What does that mean? When you find a house that you like, You want to make sure that you have enough time set aside to sign all the documents. How many documents are there? 10 documents. 10 different documents are being sent. You're putting in an offer. If you're doing it the right way, there are 10. No shade. But if you're doing it the proper way, there are 10 documents, okay? For which needs you, buyer, your signature, okay? Out of those documents is a 14-page document, which is called the agreement to sell or standard agreement to sell, which is the pretty much the contract on which the most important document that you are submitting for offer. So you have to set aside time to be able to sign all those documents and get it done as soon as possible. You want to get those offers in as soon as possible. Number 6, another option, okay? And you can talk to your realtor, which hopefully is me. Escalation clause. What is that? Price escalation addendum to agreement to sell. I just talked about that. Let me explain. A price escalation clause is pretty much an addendum that you attach with all that paperwork I just, talked about, all those 10 pieces of paperwork. You attach it to there, which says, this is the highest I can go, okay? So if the house is $250, and maybe you're pre-approved for $300,000, okay? And you want to attach an escalation clause saying that if there are other people putting in offers, I'm willing to go up and offer increments of $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000 above what the highest offer that came in on the property. Okay, I can do that incrementally, but my best and final would be that $300,000. Okay, hope that makes sense. If you want to know more about it, you know what you can do, right? I gotta put it the shameless plug, but it's not shameless. If you want to know more about that, you can go to bit.ly/DJM consult, and we can talk about it. Number 7. It kind of coincides, especially if you're going to use this escalation addendum. You can look for homes, if possible, if you're able to, find a home that's not at the top end of your budget, okay? So maybe looking for a home, if your budget is $300,000, maybe looking for that home that's in the $250 range. Maybe looking for that home that's in the $245 range. Why? So you can have some wiggle room to go up in price if need be. That's all I got for you. 7 tips for buyers on how to, just strategies on how to navigate through this crazy market. I hope that helps you. If it did, if it does, please comment, please share, please inbox me, email me, book a consultation. Information is there, or give me a call. And thank you so much for joining me for this week and today's Tuesday tip at 2. And I will be talking with you soon, and hopefully I'll be getting back to talking about mortgages again. But I hope that this helped, because I thought it was very crucial to have this conversation in the market, the Philly market that we are in, and surrounding suburbs. Talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day and stay cool.